Hey everyone, and welcome to our crash course, and I promise no actual crashing on US state capitals. You know, those cities often overshadowed by larger metropolises, but brimming with their own stories. We often overlook state capitals, thinking of them as just centers of government, but there's so much more. They're time capsules of history, reflecting the nation's evolution and struggles. Over the next few episodes, we're going on a road trip, metaphorically speaking, of course, to uncover the unique character of each capital. We'll unearth the historical landmarks, delve into defining moments, and maybe even bust some myths along the way. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey through the heart of American governance, culture, and, dare I say, quirkiness. Let's get started. Our first stop takes us to the heart of the South Montgomery, Alabama. Founded in 1819, Montgomery boasts a past as rich and complex as a well-worn history book. Chosen as the state capital due to its central location, Montgomery quickly became a hub of commerce and politics. But its significance deepened with the outbreak of the Civil War. Montgomery served as the first capital of the Confederacy, a period that continues to shape its identity. The echoes of this tumultuous era are still palpable in its historic buildings and monuments. Yet Montgomery's story isn't just about the Civil War. It's also a pivotal location in the fight for civil rights. This is where Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat, sparking a movement. From the heart of the South, we journey north to a state known for its rugged beauty and independent spirit, Alaska. And nestled amidst towering mountains and icy waters lies its capital, Juneau. Now, when you picture a state capital, you might imagine sprawling buildings and bustling streets, but Juneau throws that image right out the window. You can't drive to Juneau, you have to fly or sail in. Established as the capital in 1906, Juneau is a city intrinsically linked to its environment. The wild beauty of Alaska isn't just a backdrop here, it's woven into the city's very identity. And yes, Juneau is named after a gold prospector, Joe Juneau. The gold rush might be long gone, but the spirit of adventure that defined that era, that's still alive and well in Juneau. Okay, from the 48th state admitted to the Union, we're jumping back in time to the fourth youngest, Arizona. And when it comes to capitals, Phoenix is kind of a big deal. I mean, literally. We're talking the fifth most populous city in the entire US, sprawling across the Sonoran Desert with a population pushing 2 million. So how did a city in the middle of a desert become a bustling metropolis? Well, it wasn't always this way. Founded in 1881, Phoenix was a humble village, surrounded by fields of, you guessed it, beans. But its strategic location and, let's be real, that year-round sunshine made it a magnet for growth. By 1889, just 8 years later, Phoenix had secured its place as the capital of Arizona. And folks, it hasn't slowed down since. Okay, from the desert heat of Phoenix, we're heading to a city nestled between a river and a rock. Literally. Welcome to Little Rock, Arkansas. Founded on the banks of the Arkansas River, Little Rock gets its name from, you guessed it, a small rock formation on the riverbank. Now, this might not sound as impressive as, say, a giant arch or a golden gate, but trust me, Little Rock has a history that's anything but little. This city has witnessed pivotal moments in American history, and its story is etched in the fight for equality and justice. Established as the capital way back in 1821, Little Rock has seen its fair share of transformations. But perhaps no event shaped its identity more than the fight for school desegregation in the 1950s. Okay, from a city marked by the struggle for civil rights, we find ourselves in a place shaped by a different kind of rush. The California Gold Rush. That's right, we're in Sacramento, the capital of the Golden State. Now, before it was the seat of power for the 8th largest economy in the world, Sacramento was a booming gold rush town. Founded in 1849, right at the height of the gold frenzy, Sacramento was a wild, untamed place, full of fortune seekers and dreamers, all chasing that glimmering promise of gold. But as the gold dust settled, pun intended, Sacramento transformed itself from a rough-and-tumble boomtown into a thriving center of commerce and eventually the state capital in 1854. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our whirlwind tour of US state capitals. This week, we're headed west to a city that embodies the spirit of the Wild West and the breathtaking beauty of the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. Founded in 1858 during the Pikes Peak Gold Rush, Denver was just a dusty little mining camp. But gold has a way of changing things, and Denver quickly transformed into a bustling boomtown. By 1867, it had earned the title of Colorado's state capital, a testament to its rapid growth and strategic location. But Denver wasn't content to just be a flash in the pan. It held onto its frontier spirit while embracing progress, eventually becoming the mile-high city we know and love today. So buckle up as we explore the unique history and modern-day charm of Denver, a city that's as captivating as the mountains that surround it. From the soaring heights of Denver, we journey now to a city steeped in history, a place where the echoes of America's past resonate through cobblestone streets and colonial architecture. Hartford, Connecticut. Founded in 1636, Hartford is one of the oldest cities in the United States. It's a city that breathes history from the moment you set foot on its streets. As we explore Hartford, we're not just visiting a place, we're stepping back in time into the heart of colonial America. Hartford played a pivotal role in shaping the young nation, and its legacy is etched in the very fabric of American identity. It was here that the Fundamental Orders, considered by some to be the first written constitution in North America, were drafted in 1639. This document laid the groundwork for representative government in Connecticut and influenced the development of democracy in the colonies. From the insurance giants of Hartford, we find ourselves in a city that might seem unassuming at first glance, but don't let its size fool you. This is Dover, Delaware, a city that packs centuries of history into its charming streets and holds a unique place in the story of the United States. Founded in 1683 by William Penn, yes, William Penn, the guy who founded Pennsylvania, Dover was envisioned as a key port city and a center of government. And since 1777, it's held the honor of being the capital of the first state, a title that speaks volumes about its significance in the grand narrative of American history. Now, you might be wondering, why Dover? Well, its central location within Delaware and its strategic position along the St. Johns River made it a natural choice for a capital city. It was a hub for trade, communication, and most importantly, for the political life of the newly formed state. Hey there, history hounds and geography gurus. Today we're venturing into the heart of the Sunshine State, Florida, to explore its capital, Tallahassee. You know, when you think of Florida, images of beaches, theme parks, and maybe even alligators might come to mind. But Tallahassee, it's a different vibe. A place where history and politics take center stage. Established as the capital way back in 1824, Tallahassee wasn't always destined for the spotlight. See, Florida was a territory then, caught between the powerful Spanish and American forces. It was a time of exploration, conflict, and ultimately a transition of power. So how did Tallahassee become the chosen one? Well, it was all about location. Situated strategically between the two major cities of the time, St. Augustine and Pensacola, Tallahassee emerged as the compromise, a central meeting point for lawmakers from across the sprawling territory. Little did they know this strategic decision would shape the destiny of Tallahassee, transforming it from a modest settlement into the bustling political hub it is today. All right, history buffs, let's hop over to Georgia, a state steeped in history and home to one of the most vibrant cities in the South Atlanta. Now, Atlanta wasn't always the bustling metropolis we know today. In fact, its roots lie in a much humbler beginning, a railroad crossroads. You see, Atlanta was founded in 1837 as Terminus, marking the end of the Western and Atlantic Railroad line. Imagine this. A small settlement surrounded by dense forests with the rumble of trains becoming the soundtrack to its early days. It was a time of westward expansion and Atlanta was right at the heart of it all. But here's the thing about crossroads. They attract people, goods, and ideas. And that's exactly what happened to Atlanta. As the railroad expanded, so did the city. evolving into a vital transportation hub. It was like a magnet, drawing in entrepreneurs, dreamers, and those seeking new beginnings. This rapid growth wasn't without its challenges, of course. The Civil War brought devastation, with Atlanta becoming a strategic target. But like a phoenix rising from the ashes, the city rebuilt, its spirit unbroken, and its determination fueled by the promise of a brighter future. And there you have it, a glimpse into the unique stories of some of America's most fascinating state capitals. We've journeyed from the rolling hills of Montgomery to the bustling streets of Atlanta, uncovering tales of resilience, transformation, and the enduring spirit of the American people. But our exploration doesn't end here. Each of these cities, with its rich history and vibrant culture, has so much more to offer. We've only just scratched the surface, my friends. Thank you for joining us on this journey through some of America's most fascinating state capitals. Each city holds a unique place in the tapestry of US history and culture. Stay tuned for more in-depth explorations of these and other remarkable places.